measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter, in strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 journeys to plan. 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man? In truth that she learned, or in times that he cried, in bridges he burned, or the way that she died. It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of friends. Remember the love. Oh, you got to remember the love. You know that love is a gift from above. Share love, give love, spread love. Measure your life in love. Seasons of love. Seasons of
My name is Dr. Lucy Kibe. I am an associate professor and program director here at Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science. Please join me in giving a hearty welcome to Dr. Martins, our medical director, to officially welcome you to this momentous occasion. Dr. Martins.
Welcome, everybody. My name is David Martins, and I'm the medical director of the PA program at Charles R. Drew University of I am grateful to Director Kibe for giving me the opportunity to deliver the opening keynote address at this long white coat ceremony of the CDU Pre-A program class of 2020. When I was first asked to deliver this keynote address, I actually hesitated because I thought something was being taken away from the class. In my short time with the program, graduation keynote addresses had always been given by external speakers. So as a Papa Mighty Lion, as you often refer to me, I said to myself, these are my cubs. They should have an external speaker like every other class. Then I realized that I could actually take advantage of this opportunity to thank you again for standing by the university and the program during the 2019 troubling leadership transition. All you had to do was to withdraw from the program. In the midst of that chaos and uncertainty, and we would have been in trouble. But you chose to stay. You did not only choose to stay, but you stood sure and steady by me as an interim program director at the time. You encouraged and supported me. I want to thank you, Cubs of 2020. You have been taught many things by many people at different times, in many different places. Many of those things will change over time, and you will need to learn and relearn them over and over again in your professional life. But there are things we teach and hold dear at Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Science that will never change. Our values will never change because we hold them near and dear. Community, leadership, excellence, diversity, integrity, and compassion. I want you to commit to whatever community in which you find yourself working. I want you to lead with courage and vision. Pursue excellence. Seek diversity. I want you to own integrity and make sure you pass compassion on. With compassion in your heart, your touch will heal bodies. Your words will raise spirits, and your sight will offer hope. You're now my colleagues, and I welcome you to the practice of medicine. I want you to practice medicine with compassion. True compassion is generous. Be ready to share what you have with your patients. They will need your time beyond your working hours. True compassion is hospitable. I want you to be receptive and accommodating to your patients. True compassion is objective. Be fair and just in your service delivery. Practice medicine with no fear or favor. True compassion is sensitive. Be sensitive to the vulnerabilities that put your patients at risk and make sure you reduce their risk. Finally, my friends, true compassion is tolerant. Your patients are human, just like you. And like you, they harbor many personal weaknesses that will sometimes get in the way of your service delivery. When those challenging times come, I want you to remember this day. Remember the oath you're about to take. And above all, remember that you are a CDU graduate. For it is for those trying times that we took you in, trained you, and are now turning you back out into the community. It is hard for me to say goodbye, but I have to say it because you have to go. You have to go where you're needed. The community needs you. Go, heal their bodies, and raise their spirits. May God go with you as you cater to the needs of His creation. Thank you, and congratulations, Cub of 2020.
Thank you, Dr. Martins. And now it's my pleasure to welcome the CDU leadership to give their congratulatory remarks. Please help me welcome our President and CEO, Dr. David Carlisle.
Well, good afternoon, class of 2020. I know it's been a very, very challenging year for each and every one of you. I think that you are the last last cohort across the different programs that we are officially graduating in the year 2020. I remember when each of you joined the university. I remember your initial white coat ceremony, and I have to say that we never thought that we would be ending your academic careers as PA students in the context, the situation that is facing us today. I know that you're entering the profession at probably the most challenging time that anyone entered a medical profession, at least since the AIDS and HIV epidemic. I reference that one because when I was a medical student, I graduated into the very beginning of an epidemic that we didn't even have a name for, when it seemed like almost 100% of the patients that were hospitalized with this unnamed condition eventually passed away from it. And fast forward to today, here we are again, facing what is actually even more significant, dramatically more significant pandemic on the world stage. Obviously, we're talking about COVID-19, the novel coronavirus. I commend all of you for entering the health professions now. This is when we especially need you all to be health professionals. So thank you very much for being available and being willing to serve, stepping up and stepping directly into the front lines of healthcare. Because if we ever needed you, and we've always needed physician assistants, we need you more today than ever. And I commend each and every one of you. I'm proud of each and every one of you. And I want to say two things. The first thing I want to say is what I say to many other students. Remember, when you're thinking about those patients that are in your waiting room, waiting to see you one way or another, don't forget about all the other patients who can't see you because they may not have health insurance. They may not have access to care. They may not have any way to obtain health care. They may be homeless. They may be incarcerated. They may have other challenges. Those are the most vulnerable individuals in our community. And we need to make sure that we're ever conscious in terms of caring for them. I want to close my remarks by speaking to the vision and mission statement of our university. Because I know that when we welcomed you into the PA program, we talked about those things as well. And keep in mind, the vision statement of CDU is excellent health and wellness for all in a world without health disparities. I want to recognize the late Dr. Eric Fleming, because he's the one who added the last phrase to our vision statement, a world without health disparities. Obviously, Dr. Fleming passed away. I'm sure many of you remember just about a year ago. And his memory lives on in perpetuity in our vision statement. I just want to read to you our mission statement at the university as well. CDU is a private, not-for-profit, student-centered university that is committed to cultivating diverse health professional leaders who are dedicated to social justice and health equity for underserved populations through outstanding education, research, clinical service, and community engagement. I want to ask you, as you go forth into your careers as practicing health professionals, as physician assistants, to remember the mission statement of the university that graduated you. because there will be times when you'll be challenged to fulfill that mission statement. And when you are challenged, because inevitably you will be, just remember, think back to the university that conferred your degrees upon you, and the commitment that we all made when we joined Charles R. Drew University to honor this mission statement as we strive to achieve the vision of our university. And also keep in mind our namesake, Dr. Charles R. Drew, and his famous statement, "Excellence in performance will transcend artificial barriers created by man." That's exactly, that really directly speaks to what this university is all about. So remember, be excellent in your performance and transcend those artificial barriers. So thank you very much, and congratulations to the class of 2020. Enjoy the holidays as well. Stay safe and stay well. Thank you, and congratulations.
Next, we have Dr. Steve Michael, Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost.
Thank you, Dr. Kibe. Can you hear me very clearly?
Yes.
All right. Let me just start again by congratulating class of 2020. And I'm going to ask you all to just join me to thank your family members. I see quite a number of people around you, what looks like parents and maybe children and family member. Please just join me, just put your hands together to thank them for all the support that they have provided to you. Thank you. We do recognize that it takes a village to raise a child, and none of us is an island. We have all the parents and the family members that are always there with us. So thank you very much, parents and family members. Again, I want to thank all the faculty members. Dr. Martins, thank you for the remark that you gave. Thank you for stepping into the program when we were having leadership transition. So thank you for the excellent job you did with this particular class that came in 2018. Thanks to all the faculty members, those who have been there and those who joined us since 2018. Thanks for your excellent work. Part of the celebration today is celebrating you in terms of the work that you have done. And again, and thanks to the staff, all the staff members, Dine and all your crew, and all the things that you guys continue to do to make the program a successful one. Again, students, you have shown, given the very difficult time that we're going through, you've shown the spirit of resilience. You show that you are resilient. You show that you have a persevering spirit. You show that you are dedicated and focused. So all those characteristics are things that we are celebrating today. Those are the things that have brought you to where you are. And we're not surprised, because out of over 4,000 people that apply for this, to this program, we choose only 26. So that in itself is worthy of celebration, that you are the cream of the crop and you are special indeed. Special in the sense that life has chosen you to give you this enormous responsibility to minister to the needy. So thank you again for showing that kind of spirit. I'm not going to say much other than to remind you all, there's something that happened to me a long time ago when my son was very little. I took him, he was sick, so I took him to a hospital in Ravenna in Ohio. And so there was a nurse that was supposed to draw blood, and he came into the room and went out. He came into the room and went out about 3 times, and I discovered that she was nervous. All right, so I was wondering what was going on. So finally, I asked her. I said, "Is there a problem?" And she said, if you know Ravenna, Ravenna is very white. I think I probably was the only Black family in that community. So she said, well, I asked this senior nurse to come in and help, but she said she was too busy. I should go ahead and do it. And I said, well, do you know what to do? He said, well, I will try. Now, after poking my son, looking for the vein up to 4 or 5 times, and with the boy crying, I was angry. Okay, if you can imagine the anger of a parent, all right? So I kind of scream at her and said, what are you doing? Do you know what you're doing? And then she dropped all the materials and ran out. So the senior nurse came in and was obviously upset, talking about her. Then at the end, I asked a question, where did you train? I'm happy to tell you that she didn't train in my university. I know where she trained. But the question that will be asked of you going forward is, where did you train? Now, they will ask that if you are doing something spectacular or spectacularly bad. Let it be that when they ask that question, you are carrying the spirit of Charles Andrew with you. The spirit of leadership that is changing the discipline, the spirit of advocacy with compassion that is making a difference for your patients. Let it be because you are an activist changing their social condition, okay, that informs their condition. They will always ask that question, where did you train? Let it be that you are carrying the spirit of Charles Andrew and demonstrating it in a spectacular way. Thank you again, and God bless all of you.
And now I invite our Dean of the College of Science and Health, Dr. Hector Balcazar, to give his remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Kibe, Dr. Carlisle, Provost Michael, Dr. Martins, and all the audiences that are present today, our students. I send our greetings from the College of Science and Health. I echo the sentiment we have said about having a tremendous team here with Dr. Kibe, Dr. Martins, and all the faculty, staff that have worked really hard with all of you, special cohort number 3 of students graduating today. It's been, as we have all mentioned, a difficult journey for you, a journey that has been challenged, but you again continue this this journey. So as you have experienced what Dr. Martins mentioned in terms of the CDU traits of compassion and diversity, as you have seen the professors are really committed to the cause, you're ready now. I congratulate your families for this support that I've given you. I also wanted to share something personal, as Provost Michael mentioned, just as you encounter now the opportunity to serve patients with dignity, with compassion. I just recently took my wife, went to our clinic, and so she saw a PA. So when she came back from that PA, she mentioned to me, "Oh, Hector, you know, she was so nice. She was so kind." So then I realized when she came and said, "Oh, I graduated from the PA school at CDU." So she was one of our CDU alumni. You can tell her kindness, you can tell her compassion that my wife was telling me about. So I see all of you like that. See that any one of you, I would be so happy to have you as an opportunity to treat, for example, a condition for me or for my family. And for many, many people that are in need, I see you, that compassionate, that excellence that you're going to carry through. So it's a very exciting moment for you. I congratulate you. I honor what you are going to do for humanity, one day at a time, one patient at a time, and you can make a tremendous difference. So congratulations, and I wish you the very best, and I honor your families, and I'm sure that your journey is going to be very, very challenging, very exciting in many ways, because you're going to make a difference. Thank you, Dr. Kibe, and congratulations to all of you.
Thank you, our university leadership, for your encouraging words. And now we will hear from the class of 2020 President Vincent Bowie and Vice President David Dominguez.
Hello, good afternoon. Thank you for coming here. I just wanted to say it's an honor to be here today. To be honest, I didn't think it was going to happen the way 2020 has been unfolding. And it didn't hit me until Danae, our program manager, asked us who we wanted to speak at a graduation. So I threw some names out there, you know, like Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart, Michelle Obama. But then she told me to be more realistic, keep in mind the budget we have for graduation. So unfortunately for all of you, you're stuck with me and David. The worst part about all of this is at the end of this speech and at the end of the day, we still owe them money. So anyway, it's been quite a ride with these 25 other beautiful souls this past 27 months. I really couldn't have imagined doing it without them. We've endured endless exams, the little blood, sweat, and tears we've put in together, sleepless nights, endless days, battling delirium with coffee, energy drinks, and most importantly, surviving Dr. Martin's baptism by fire. I still vividly remember when I first came to CDU for my interview, and Moini was there telling us about the pedigree of CDU, the mission statement, all the wonderful things CDU does for the community. And as an anxious pre-PA student, you know, I was just focused on the numbers. She told us there were close to 3,000 applicants that year and only room for 26 students. 26 seats. I did the math in my head. It took me some time, but I eventually came to the realization that I'm definitely not getting in here. I don't belong here. There's way too many other overqualified individuals sitting in this room alone. Why should they pick me? So a few months go by and I get the acceptance email from CDU, and I thought to myself, there's no way this is real. This had to have been some sort of administration or clerical error. You know, I'm Vietnamese. We all have the same last names. There had to have been another sad Vincent Bowie somewhere who didn't get into PA school. But I'm really proud of my class, you know, for everything we've been through together, all the things we've done. I couldn't be happier to see all of us making out together. You know, starting with 26, not only did we retain 26, but we somehow picked up a couple extra tiny humans along the way. So maybe it has something to do with these stay-at-home orders or something they're putting in the water here at CDU. But big shout out to Crystal and Tolu for having and taking care of newborns and their family while I was over here struggling to take care of myself. You know, I've definitely learned something from each and every one of these individuals that I'll be graduating with today, and I'll be taking this stuff with me for the rest of my life. Professors Moini and Kozik, thank you for choosing me to be a happy little accident. I couldn't have been blessed with better classmates. Your spirit and energy will resonate amongst all of us for years to come. Lastly, I'd like to thank the PA program's faculty and staff for working tirelessly to make this moment happen and for putting up with me. I'd also like to thank my supporters, my friends, my family at home, for obvious reasons, couldn't be here today. It's been an incredible journey for the past 2 years of my life, and I'm so blessed to be graduating with the best cohort in the world. Thank you all.
Thank you, Vinny, for that. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet, like a Dr. Martin's lecture. It's been a great adventure, guys. And I say adventure because it has been. We've weathered change in leadership, stopping and starting clinical rotations, unborn babies, the Rona. But in all seriousness, we've managed to make a very stressful and scary stage in our lives fun and exciting. And for that, I thank you. Soon, we'll be managing patients and the stress of school will feel like a distant memory, but I can guarantee that you'll always think back on the day that Los biopsied himself and give yourself a chuckle. Or the days that we found out that if you're not early, you're late. Or avoiding eye contact with Dr. Martin so he doesn't call on you. But in all seriousness, we've managed to create something special here. We really did. And I challenge you guys to bring that same energy and always carry a little bit of all of us wherever you end up, because that's the real CDU advantage. Together, with the help of all the staff members that supported us, we managed to grow from cubs to lions. Now, I want to leave you guys with a quote from Harvey Mackay, because who doesn't like quotes? A great accomplishment should not be the end of the road, just the starting point for the next leap forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Vincent and David. And now it is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, who in my opinion, is just as inspiring as Snoop Dogg, Michelle Obama, and Kevin Hart. Natalie C. Hauser is a Los Angeles based physician assistant who is skilled in providing medical care, but her expertise actually lies in perseverance. With a bachelor's degree in psychology from the University of California, Riverside, and a post-baccalaureate certificate from Rutgers University, Natalie learned the value of persistence early in her academic career before her graduation from the Keck School of Medicine at USC. She now practices at a federally qualified health center in an underserved community. Just as Natalie settled into PA life, she tapped into unfamiliar territory and authored the motivational memoir, The Compton Diagnosis, to pay homage to her hometown, Compton, California. Natalie leaves this bit of advice to all survivors, no matter your academic status, economic status, or profession. Failure is not the end of the journey. It is either a test in perseverance or a redirected route to a more catered journey. Welcome, Ms. Hauser.
Let me unmute myself. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes? Good? Okay. Thank you, Dr. Kiwi. Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to let you know that I am currently at work. So if anyone runs in and I have to leave, just bear with me. I am the only full-time primary care provider at my facility and the only one working on Fridays. So we need you. So I just want to give that little disclaimer if I'm getting pulled out. It's because I'm at work and I'm on my admin time right now. So I would like to thank Dr. Kiwi, Ms. Johnson, Provost Michael, Danae, the class of 2020, the rest of CDU PA family for entrusting me to speak with you on what will be one of the most memorable days of your life. You know, it's really hard for me to believe that I am the keynote speaker. Like, I'm not Snoop Dogg or Michelle Obama or by far. When I think of how my journey to medicine started, me being here speaking with you, sorry, someone's calling from my job. Me being here speaking with you today, it just doesn't add up. I mean, there's a lot that goes into being a successful PA, and perseverance is one of them. Let me share my story with you. It all started from my love of neuroscience, but once I started college, I realized that neuroscience didn't love me. I graduated from UC Riverside, and listen closely, with a 1.43 science GPA. I really hope my patients can't hear me right now. And I should add that I barely graduated from UC Riverside. Being on academic probation 2 consecutive quarters almost prematurely ended my college career, but I persevered. After a subpar finish at UCR, I found a post-bac program and I thought, this was the second chance that I needed, an opportunity to focus on science courses and nothing else. I even thought like maybe the nice weather, beaches, palm trees in LA were a distraction. So I picked a post-bac program on the other side of the country that had no palm trees, horrible weather, and a beach you had to pay to walk on. I chose New Jersey. Now, I really hope no one here is from New Jersey. How many times do we hang our hats on second chances? I knew for sure that by attending a post-bac program in New Jersey, away from the great weather, palm trees, and beaches, that I would be able to start this program and finish with an automatic acceptance into one of New Jersey's medical schools. When I reached out, but that didn't happen. I wasn't accepted to any medical school and I blew it. I blew my second chance. When I reached out to people for help, I was told, and I quote, "You will never be anything in medicine." This shattered my world. I thought if I couldn't practice medicine, I couldn't live. My life in that very moment seemed useless. Everyone talks about conquering their second chances, but what happens if you don't? I didn't, but I didn't quit. I persevered. I moved back to California and decided to create my own third chance. Third time's a charm, right? I decided to be honest with myself and I looked at my weaknesses, my transcripts. Just like the sight of my undergrad transcripts made me nauseous. They made me feel like a complete fraud. But I knew that in order to accomplish my goals of being accepted into PA school, I had to address the reasons I was being rejected. Chemistry. Chemistry, I love you, but I strongly dislike you. I dropped and failed chemistry a few times and in order to start my third chance journey, I decided to start with retaking chemistry, organic chemistry at that. I was so motivated by my own failures that I decided to take anatomy, physiology, microbiology, all at the same time. A little crazy, I know. This course load required long days, multiple all-nighters, and many sacrifices, but I persevered. I received all A's that heavy course load and thought it would for sure bring my GPA up and make me a competitive applicant, but it didn't. I think we all know by now that it's easier to lower your GPA than it is to increase it. The rejections just started rolling in. Moments after I submitted my CASPA, I was rejected to 2 schools. I mean, like, how does that even happen? I received one rejection letter after another and thought, this isn't for me. But I was reminded of my immigrant mother, my hometown, and my passion for medicine, and I persevered. I got my first interview for USC PA program in March 2011. It was the last interview for the class of 2014, and I knew that this was my 4th chance. The interview was going so well, and finally the interviewer said, "Why am I just now interviewing you?" I explained my undergrad struggles, my post-bac struggles, and my successful attempt at addressing my academic weaknesses. I illustrated how, despite it all, this young woman from Compton, California, persevered. I was accepted into USC and thought this was it. Mama, I made it. I thought being accepted to PA school was the most difficult part of my journey, but little did I know it wasn't. I had to remediate a few exams. I bombed an end of a rotation exam. I was kicked out of a rotation, and it gets worse. I overheard a PA telling my preceptor, "I just need you to fail her. She has way too much confidence." I even had a surgeon question what a Black girl from Compton was doing as a first assist in his operating room. And despite all of that, I persevered. Labeled as the least likely to pass the pants, my anxiety skyrocketed. But again, I used my past failures and the obstacles I overcame to pass the pants on the first try. I took my PAC and immediately started working in community medicine. The first day I put on my long white coat to practice medicine, it symbolized so much for me. All the second chances, all the failures, all the naysayers. But there I was, walking into my first patient's room, ready to diagnose and treat. Your long white coat is a symbol. You have transitioned from your program into healthcare. You will be a part of the only group of medical providers to start your career during a global pandemic. You will be everything in medicine. You are purposeful, and your perseverance will take you further than you can ever imagine. I'm not gonna lie though, those first 2 years will be challenging, and I would like to give you some advice as the learning curve will be very steep, more like a slope. Be flexible, know your limits, read every day, and no matter how impossible things may seem, continue to persevere. I will end with this. Within my first 2 months of practicing, I diagnosed my first case of cancer. When I thought I was giving someone a death sentence, my patient said, "You saved my life." To the class of 2020, there is a cancer patient waiting for you to save their life. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hauser, for your incredible insight and words of encouragement. I'm truly honored and humbled to stand before you this afternoon to celebrate our 3rd graduating class. Please give a round of applause to our students who have worked tirelessly over the last 27 months. Our program has established standards for recognizing the achievement of our preceptors, community partners, alumni, and students. These awards acknowledge individuals who have exhibited excellence in their area of discipline, dedication to service, persistence, and perseverance, and have embodied the spirit of CDU. Our first award is the Preceptor of the Year Award. The Preceptor of the Year Award is an award that honors preceptors who have demonstrated a commitment to excellence in the clinical education of PA students as a mentor and instructor. Our students spend 12 months at various hospitals and clinics like MLK, Kedron, and California Hospital. Preceptors are integral in educating our students to be compassionate and culturally competent providers. Today, we honor one of our preceptors who has gone above and beyond for our students. The class of 2020 has selected PA Latanya Hitchcock. Latanya Hitchcock is a CDU alum and a physician assistant at Kedron Community Health Center in Family Medicine. Students remarked on Latanya's dedication to teaching and her compassion as an educator, noting that she has an uncanny ability to tailor a student's experience to their comfort and experience. They commended her ability to give great professional advice and to be a wonderful mentor, all while making them feel safe amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you, Latanya, for your dedication to our students, and congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm actually speechless. I appreciate you guys recognizing the work that we do to help you. And it's been truly my honor to help educate this next generation of Drew alum. It really has. I've enjoyed it, and I'll miss all of you, and I wish you all the best. Thank you so much.
Our second award is the Partnership Award. The Partnership Award is an award that honors a clinical site that has gone above and beyond to provide an excellent experience to our students. This is awarded to Joshua Medical, a pediatric site, for their warm and familial environment that they have cultivated and graciously welcomed our students into. Thank you, Joshua, for your commitment to our students. And unfortunately, they cannot be with us today. Our first student awards recognize students who have exhibited dedication and enthusiasm to their patients during the clinical year. This first certificate goes to a student who has logged the most patient interactions during a single rotation. This student logged a total of 262 patients during their rotation in dermatology. Congratulations, Jennifer Fan. All right, this second certificate goes to a student who has logged the most patient interactions during the entire clinical year. This student logged a total of 1,105 patients throughout the course of their clinical year. Congratulations, Tolu Oshiba Fuode. Our next award is the Excellence in Professionalism Award. This award is presented to a student or students who exemplify professionalism, respect, trustworthiness, diversity, teamwork, and learning. This year, we have selected 2 students to give this award to. Congratulations to Jennifer Fan, and congratulations to Kiara Macon. Our next award is the Sir William Osler Award. This award is named after Sir William Osler, a Canadian physician who was instrumental in the development of the PA profession. This award goes to a student that exhibits excellence in academics, demonstrates inquisitiveness, values inquiry, and will be instrumental in the PA profession. Congratulations, Tolu Oshiba Fuode. Our next award is the Maya Angelou Award. This award is named after an American author, screenwriter, and civil rights activist, best known for her 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. This award is presented to someone in the graduating class who exhibits outstanding efforts in community outreach, social responsibility, and human rights. Congratulations, Marion Thomas.
Unmute yourself.
This next award is the Wilma Rudolph Award. Wilma Rudolph defied overwhelming odds to establish herself as one of the most decorated U.S. female athletes. The Wilma Rudolph Award is presented to a student who has persevered despite all of the obstacles interfering with their life, proving that they can overcome struggles by identifying factors that may hinder progress. Congratulations, Christy M. Santos. Our final student award is named after our very own Dr. Charles R. Drew, a physician and surgeon who worked to improve techniques for blood storage and developed large-scale blood banks in the early World War II era. The Dr. Charles R. Drew Award goes to a student who is well-balanced, who exemplifies the highest level of performance in all areas: life skills, overall wellness, teamwork, academics, clinical skills, and community outreach. Congratulations, Stanley Joseph. Congratulations to all of our students. I will now invite my colleague, Dr. Yufu Kuo, to the virtual stage for the next portion of our student award program.
Thank you, Professor Griffith. So at this time, we would like to induct our first class of Pi Alpha students, alumni, and faculty. Pi Alpha is a National Physician Assistant Honor Society organized for the promotion and recognition of both PA students and graduates. Membership signifies inductees' significant academic achievement and honors them for their leadership, research, community professional service, and other related activities. Congratulations to our student inductees. As I call your name, please stand as you are acknowledged and spotlighted. Vincent Bui. David Dominguez. Stephanie Beltran. Duane Tran. Congratulations to our faculty inductee. As I call your name, please stand as you are acknowledged and spotlighted. Dr. David Martins. Congratulations to our alumni inductees. Brianna Reyes Flores. Okay. Nayeli De La Paz. Do we have Nayeli De La Paz for the award? Okay. Congratulations to our honorary member inductee, Mrs. Loris Pitts. Congratulations. Now I would like to invite Professor Greta Vines Douglas to the virtual podium for the next portion of our program.
Thank you, Professor Kwa. At this time, we would like to transition to the white coat ceremony portion of our program. The white coat ceremony is traditionally a rite of passage, welcoming students as new PAs into the medical profession. This ceremony will join the symbol of the white coat with the virtues of humanity, responsibility, duty, honor, respect, and compassion. Let your white coat be a reminder of your professional duties to lead your lives and practice your art with honesty, honor, integrity, and excellence. Your coat today is long to symbolize your new role as a healthcare provider. As I call your name, please stand as you are coated by your loved ones. Wendy Abwaji, coated by her mother, Matilda Abwaji. Ashton Aninzo, coded by her husband, Brian Aninzo. Vincent Bowie, coded by his mother, Dr. Christine Bowie Tran. Crystal Diaz, coded by her husband, Trey Madden. David Dominguez, coded by his girlfriend, Melanie Murray. Justin Flores, coded by his wife, Brianna Flores. Tolu Oshiba Fawode, coded virtually by her husband, Taiwo Feme Fawode. Annette Gill, coded by her husband, Emmanuel Cordova. Eden Gutierrez, coded by her father, Francisco Gutierrez, and her mother, Maria Gutierrez. Hang Cam Nguyen, coded by her mother, Nya Cao. Stanley Joseph, coded by his girlfriend, Dr. Carissa Fenderson. Emmy Kitahara, coded by roommates Duyen Tran and Chrissy Lee. Tarika Krishnamurthy, coded by her fiance, Gino Inzerillo. Chrissy Lee, coded by her roommates, Emmy Kitahara and Duyen Tran. Stephanie Beltran, coded by her mother, Lupe Beltran, and father, Rene Beltran. Kiera Macon, coded by her mother, Karen Hodges. Tia Marashlian, coded by her mother, Tracy Marashlian, and father, Rudy Marashlian. Melanie Murray, coded by her boyfriend, David Dominguez. Maureen Moturi, coded by her mother, Jane Moturi. Bradley Najak, coded by his cousin Colson and his friend Jasmine. Jennifer Fan, coded by her husband Jason Pang. Karolos Rezekala, coded by his mother Marvat Rezekala. Christian Santos, coded by his brother, David Santos. Marion Thomas, coded by her mother, Aderinsola Thomas, and father, Olatunde Thomas. Duyen Tran, coded by roommates, Emmy Kitahara and Chrissy Lee. Alexandria Vernon, coded by boyfriend Joseph Swanson. Congratulations to the class of 2020. At this time, we will have the recitation of the PA oath led by our own Professor Amani Williams. Professor Williams, please unmute.
Okay, thank you. Please stand with your white coats in place on your shoulders and repeat after me. I pledge to perform the following duties
I pledge to perform the following duties
with honesty and dedication.
with honesty and dedication.
I will hold as my primary responsibility
I will hold as my primary responsibility
the health, safety, welfare,
the health, safety, welfare,
and dignity of all human beings.
and dignity of all human beings.
I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy,
I will uphold the tenets of patient autonomy,
beneficence,
beneficence,
non-maleficence, and
non-maleficence,
justice.
and justice.
I recognize and promote the value of diversity.
I will recognize and promote the value of diversity.
I will treat equally all persons who seek my care.
I will treat equally all persons who seek my care.
I will hold in confidence the information
I will hold in confidence the information
shared in the course of practicing medicine.
shared in the course of practicing medicine.
I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations,
I will assess my personal capabilities and limitations,
striving to always improve my medical practice.
striving always to improve my medical practice.
I will actively seek and expand my knowledge
I will actively seek to expand my knowledge
and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine.
and skills, keeping abreast of advances in medicine.
I will work with other members of the healthcare team
I will work with other members of the healthcare team
to provide compassionate and effective care of patients.
to provide compassionate and effective care of patients.
I will use my knowledge and experience
I will use my knowledge and experience
to contribute to an improved community.
to contribute to an improved community.
I will respect my professional relationship with the physician.
I will respect my professional relationship with the physician.
I will share and expand knowledge within the profession.
I will share and expand knowledge within the profession.
These duties are pledged with sincerity upon my honor.
These duties are pledged with sincerity and upon my honor.
Congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations to all the graduates. Next year, the CDU PA program will be celebrating 50 years since the program was established in 1971. Our program was the first PA program in the state of California and among the first in the country. These graduates today are joining an army of more than 1,300 alumni spread throughout the country. CDU graduates are exceptional. They not only provide excellent medical care, but they do so with compassion while addressing health disparities, seeking social justice, and improving the health of medically underserved community. The CDU community invites all alumni, their family and friends to stay connected with us on social media to participate in our year-long celebrations. To kick off our 50-year celebration, 3 awards will be given for the first time this year. The Servant Leadership Award is given to a PA faculty or staff member who has demonstrated servant leader qualities and characteristics in interpersonal relationships, performance, and achievement. The recipient demonstrates the 10 characteristics of a servant leader in practice, including listening, empathy, healing, awareness, persuasion, conceptualization, foresight, stewardship, commitment to the growth of the people, and building community. The 2020 Servant Leadership Award goes to our program manager, Danae Easy. Danae, please spotlight yourself. Miss Easy will be moving on next year to pursue higher education and will be greatly missed. But she will always be a member of the CDU family. Congratulations, Miss Easy. That was a surprise. The Inspirational Young Alumni Award is designed to recognize a recent graduate who has shown great promise and accomplishment in service to the CDU PA program. This award spotlights future leaders who show continued potential in the PA profession, commitment to their community, and dedication to the CDU mission. The 2020 Inspirational Young Alumni Award goes to Tasharia Robinson, PA class of 2018. Ms. Robinson was not able to be with us today, but congratulations, Ms. Robinson. The final award is the most prestigious award in our program. The Distinguished Alumni Award honors a highly exceptional alumni who has made outstanding contributions to the PA profession and demonstrated extraordinary service to their community and to the CDU PA program. The recipient of the award demonstrates their commitment to the CDU mission in practice and as a role model for others to do the same. The 2020 Distinguished Alumni Award goes to Professor Imani Williams, PA class of 1985.
Oh my gosh, I'm shocked. Thank you all so much. It's an honor.
Congratulations to all their award winners.
Oh my gosh.
Back to you, Danae.
The Charles R. Drew University of Medicine and Sciences PA program was the first physician assistant program in the state of California. Its existence precedes the establishment of the current College of Science and Health with the implementation of MEDEC's physician assistant program in 1971. The program has a rich history of training diverse group of students who have the mission to provide excellent medical care with compassion and to seek to improve the health of medically underserved communities. Join us in 2021 as we celebrate 50 years of excellence in research, social justice, community service, and health leadership.
Hi, I'm Charlie Johnson from the class of 1988. When I was a student there, I especially loved the subspecialty of surgery. I hope with your white coats that you can experience all the departments that are existing there at the school, especially surgery, orthopedic surgery, urology. We need you. Congratulations. Bye.
I remember when I first got accepted to this program, I knew that this is where I belonged. I remember telling all my family and friends that CDU stood for Catherine de Guzman's University. The CDU PA program is a very special institution where the students are taught not only how to heal the sick through medical education and training, but also how to be leaders within their community. Attending this program has helped to strengthen so many of my morals and values that align with the mission of CDU. But most importantly, the value of being a woman of integrity. This program, its faculty and staff, but most importantly its students, has helped to give me a voice when I didn't think mine mattered. It has taught me to be brave and to stand up for what is right, not for what is easy. It has allowed me to meet so many like-minded individuals that I can now say are my lifelong friends.
Hello, my name is Antonia Johnson, PA class of 2018. Happy anniversary, Drew. Today we celebrate 50 years of changing lives far beyond just medicine. Today marks a year of relentless efforts of community leaders and change makers. As a Drew student, I take pride in being a part of a legacy that's far beyond just being in a clinic. It's civic responsibility, social accountability, and standing up for patients who need care the most. I'd like to congratulate the graduating class, and I look forward to you all being my colleagues. Happy anniversary, Drew.
Hi, my name is Sonia Early, and I'm a proud physician assistant and graduate of Charles Drew University Physician Assistant Program. I grew up about 4.5 miles from Charles Drew, and while in high school, I was accepted into one of the first Saturday science programs at Drew. After graduating from UCLA, little did I know that I would be accepted into the physician assistant program at Drew. My PA professors and attendings were amazing. They taught me so much, and they really set me on a trajectory for success. I am currently a clinical associate professor of medicine at Keck School of Medicine of USC, an assistant professor at a local PA school, and currently vice president-elect of the California Physician Assistant Board. I am so excited to be a part of the Charles Drew family and share in such a rich and vast legacy. I want to congratulate the new PA graduates and wish them much success, as well as wish the program happy 50th anniversary. Thank you.
You're muted, Dr. Kibe.
As we come to the close of this ceremony, I want to thank God, with whom all things are possible, the university leadership, Dr. Carlisle, Dr. Michael, Dr. Balcazar, and all the university departments for supporting the program and the students throughout their journey at CDU. Our keynote speaker, Ms. Natalie Hauser, thank you for your inspiring words. Our alumni in attendance today and those who shared those words in the video, we appreciate you. I also want to thank and recognize the faculty and staff of the PA program, including our current team and the faculty and staff who have moved on. Thank you all for your dedication to the program and to the students. The tech team, Danae, Holly, Stephanie, Thalia, and Rebecca, who have made it possible for the class of 2020 to have a long white coat ceremony in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you, families and friends of the graduates, for supporting them and understanding when they were not available because we kept them very busy. You can have them back. And finally, the graduates, for your resilience, perseverance, and hard work. I will now end with my favorite Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rains fall soft upon your fields. Until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand.